Hi, thank you for tuning in. This is clearly stated you're with Vibrating Minds. I was just paying attention to the last video I just did this morning about teaching your children to be curious about the humanity, and I know that there's certain statements in there that might make people go, So I've been trying to figure out a way to explain it to you as best I could in my understanding of the research and the knowledge that I've gained. We are souls that have descended to Earth to have a human experience. I'll say that again, but I'm going to say it in a way to make you think of the children that you bore, if I'm talking to females, and for children that you have, if I'm speaking with males. And I'm going to say it again and think of it under a child's perspective. We are souls that have descended to Earth to have a human experience. So if I'm talking to females, you bore children in earthly bodies to be part of your environment, your traditions, your beliefs, to continue your lineal generational process. Those children that you bore are souls, cosmos souls. They chose you to be born into your world, into your whatever. Because we each write our own story. And with that, we have people that intertwine and interact with us through. Sorry about that. So look at it this way. Your child, prior to coming down and being in your womb, was up in the cosmos creating a storyline for their journey on Earth. So while they were up there, they were figuring out what kind of life they were going to have, how they were going to live it, what lessons, what knowledge, what it is that they're supposed to learn during their earthly experience. With that, they come down here, they're poof, chucked into your womb, like gone through Earth's gravitational pulls and whatnot, and just to be thrown into the earthly womb. At that point, you come in as a mom and as a dad, and you start attaching tags. So this is beautiful Joey. This is Kofti or Fatima or Ali or Jim or Julie or Sarah, or we attach tags, right? We give them names. We give them traditions, we give them beliefs, we give them everything that we feel they should have while they're here on this earthly journey. We don't own anybody else's person. So your son and daughter, you don't call them property, right? You don't own them, right? So because you don't own them, your job is to teach them as best you can with the knowledge that you have during your earthly experience, while allowing them to walk down their own paths, try their own passions, figure out their creativity, figure out their person. Your job is not to own what they believe, what they think, where they come from, what they do, you don't own that. You are simply the vessel utilized to bring that soul to earth. You don't have a guidebook. You're not told how to do this. So use your discernment. As a parent, yes, we want to guide them, but we don't want to control what they think, what they feel, who they are, or what path they choose. That is not our job as parents. Our children look up to us. They look up to our actions, reactions, words spoken, encouraging or otherwise. Those temper tantrums that your children have, I wish I knew what I know now raising my children, because it's absolutely mind-blowing, to be honest with you, when I think about it now. If we were to look at a temper tantrum in a different perspective as an adult, when we are looking at your young child throwing a fit, when that child is throwing its fit, we as adults look at it as, oh, they're just not getting their way, so they're throwing a fit. I think it might be bigger than that. Them throwing a temper tantrum can mean so many different things, but let's just look at one. Okay? Attention seeking. If your child lacks presence within the household, your child will act out. Your child understands vibration. They feel and sense everything in the home, from good vibrations to really, really bad ones. And as a parent who is on a low vibration, this will not only impact all the household people, but it will also impact the babies, the toddlers, the young ones. They sense energy. I don't know, I just felt like this was an important message to put through, and I could be wrong, but I might continue it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I just think we need to stop programming the lives of our children. We are their guides, not their owners. Until next time, clearly stated, vibrating minds.